Thank you to the patrons. I want to say thank you. Thank you to the patrons. I want to say thank you. Thanks, Natalie. Thanks, Ann. Thanks, Genevieve. Yeah. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, Cherries. Thanks, Studwell. And Jenna, and Emma, and Michael, and Sean, and Crosby, and Burns, and Carson. And the OG Carolyn. I said thank you. Thank you to the patrons. I want to say thank you. Can we get two more?
Let me get two more.
That's right. Who are the next two patrons?
Smoot and Mike.
Yo,
Smoot
welcome
and
back.
Mike. I can't sing.
Spoiler, it was me.
There's 4 people that can sing. There's 3 people on this podcast that can sing, and I am the. There's 5. I am the 5th one. There's 4 of us. I'm in 5th place.
So small.
I don't know. Paxton was going straight white boy. It's hard, sometimes to keep it as white boy. All right, Smoot. How many motherfucking white? God damn it! I already did one.
Already.
Came in early on
Dude,
one.
You gotta with the tick mark right next.
Yeah, I might get away with it while they're over there doing while they're over there messing with technical support here.
Oh, yeah. So welcome
back here now.
Once again, thank you to the patrons. It's from patreon.com/From Behind the Barcast. We have our first.
We have our latest Patreon and our first sober guest. Well, no, we had Martin and Kelly, and then we had.
Well, Kelly was sober.
Yeah, and Martin was just high.
Martin was just high.
Martin's always high.
But that's how
was
he
awake.
He was like, I was only on my 5th dab, man. I'm fine. It's no big deal.
With the Pimp Tito's jacket too.
So right here with the straight from the source with the B&D controversy, my girl Jen Smoot was there.
I was here, baby. What's up?
Yeah, so we've we've explored it a little bit before. I'm like, we're not here to pile on anymore. People make mistakes, bad things happen.
Yes, some things are rectified.
But there's some certain things you just don't you don't treat your employees a certain way. You don't treat humans a certain way. And being there to witness that, it's especially you being in the service industry now, as a part of your side hustle as well. Even though like your short time in the service industry, there you probably see right immediately like. This is not the way you conduct yourself, especially in a public space.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, the thing that I was praying for as a black person was for this lady to please God just drop the N-bomb. Please, it's close enough. It's close enough to Black History Month. I just wanted this lady to drop the N-bomb.
Because you got that sense that it was a possibility.
Look, I've seen this woman. Yes. She's an N-bomber. She's an N-bomber.
And I'm doing good because I want to say it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep it correct.
We got an N-bomb count over there ready to go.
I can't do F-bombs and N-bombs. And F-bombs are coming.
But so a person that will typically, a white lady that acts like that, in a general term, they're probably dropping some N-bombs at some point somewhere in their life.
Right.
I'm not saying every angry, shitty old lady is a racist, but...
I'm saying every old, shitty racist is a lady.
Yeah, I mean, I was just waiting. But honestly, what stopped me was actually being black because... I knew that I don't think anyone was recording what was happening. That just doesn't come to my head.
Yeah.
Take out my phone and record.
Well, he's got cameras in there that tape selectively went away, I'm sure.
Well, guess what? Guess when it would not have selectively went away.
Yeah.
No, that would have been HD all of a sudden, 4K.
If my statuesque ass got up
Yeah.
and went over to the little white woman and started some shit, it would have been like O.J. Simpson in the white Bronco.
Phones
would have been broadcast.
Phones would have come out.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Media coverage.
Media
they got a helicopter.
There's already a helicopter there.
And like every other tape out there what would have been missing would have been the beginning part leading up to it. All they would have saw was big black woman goes over to little white woman and starts clowning.
And
so
straightens her out. Yeah.
I just said, sit your ass down, get the check,
Yeah.
and get out of there.
And that's an interesting thing, though, because that's something typically that most people wouldn't have the conscientiousness to have to think about. Be like, how am I going to be misconstrued in this situation?
Because videos are never. I mean, you see a video of a fight, and you're like, oh, that person's an asshole, but you don't see the beginning of that video to know what's going on.
And just the hallmark of them being like, oh, black woman did this. Let's perpetuate this thing about angry individuals
And not make it about what the real situation
about what was actually happening. Even though inside of yourself you're like, I wish a bitch would. I wish a bitch would.
Man, I wish. Woof.
So, well, how long was the conversation going on for while you were there?
I would say like 20 minutes. I mean, which it felt.
How long had you been there before that?
Oh man, we got there in time for the game to come on. It was the Bills game.
Okay.
So we got there in time. We were there.
And you were there. What kind of Bills fan was with you?
Oh man, I was there with some hardcore ass, but also 5'10".
Shout out to Jenna and Michaela.
Jenna and Michaela, 5'10" and 6 foot respectively. So
Yeah.
had I jumped, had the can of ass whooping come out and boiled over,
It would have turned
it would
into
have been
a
3 giant bitches storming these folks.
And we mentioned it before. I was like, if there's 3 bitches y'all don't want to fuck with, they just happen to all 3 be in the same room at the exact same time.
Yes.
I wish a motherfucker would write it
that's
down.
my favorite. I wish a motherfucker would. That's it.
But outside of that,
I wish a motherfucker had. I'll take it. I'll take it because I do.
But outside of that, with the positivity thing, they're like, well, homeboy's in rehab, or not rehab, AA, whatever.
Yeah, we heard he's in AA. His ass would have been in rehab. He'd mess with Smoot. That's called physical therapy.
That's called physical therapy, not rehab. Well, I'm just saying, I've been in AA a few times for probation and shit, but cheers anyway.
Yeah, cheers anyways.
But I don't treat people like shit in that sort of way. But
thank God we didn't have these drinks last week with our guests.
Oh God! All I knew was all I have to do is just not slap somebody's mama to not be worse than that situation. I love you, Kobe.
yeah, no, it wasn't as if it was bad in the overall sense. It was just I wasn't ready.
In the overall sense?
I wasn't ready. Well, the thing was, and as we kept going, and he was being a little obtuse about asking questions.
He got better.
Yeah.
Somehow.
But see,
I mean, he sunk so low though. The only place he could come from the depths of his streaked underwear.
But
was
when you and Vinny would start asking him these very general, like if you ask me right now, what's your favorite venue you've ever played? I'd be like, I don't know.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, you got to pinpoint.
I guess we could have
questions.
prepped him better, but we could have prepped him better by being like, hey, don't get drunk before this.
Hey, don't sit at Huckapoos all day.
Right.
Yes.
Before you show up here. But speaking of Huckapoos and Smoot, you've been there about a year now, right?
Yeah, it'll be a year in March.
And that's dope because I come to work on Sundays when she's working during the day, and there's this crowd of people like they're going to see an Eagles reunion. I walk in the door, she turns off the music and leaves, and it's a ghost town. I'm like, okay, all right then. Okay, I guess y'all don't care about me that much, which I'm not upset about because I have fun up there. But being newish in the service industry, not as if you're new in the sense of being out and about, being social and stuff like that. So what has changed the relationship or your perception and perspective on the public in general now that instead of being on that side of the bar with them, and how you interact in that way, all of a sudden things change when you're on the other side, not only in the way of since you're their friend, they want like certain things or they expect certain things. But do you notice more that people are a little more, demanding or disrespectful in some sort of way just because you're there to serve them and they feel like they have some sort of
power over you?
Yeah.
I gotta say, honestly, hell no. That's not a thing for me. And maybe it's because I work in the daytime. So even though it's Sunday day and people are drinking on Sunday day, but it's still not like working at night. And I've picked up some of the night shifts as well. And it gets a little more cumbersome. But even still, when you're in the outhouse, you get to kind of close it whenever you want.
Yeah, baby.
I close it before people get crazy, and I do that so that I don't chop them.
Sure,
It's
right,
not
yeah,
even, I'm trying to protect these people from not getting chopped because they're coming up asking.
Don't get shunted.
Right.
That's like Watchmen is like, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me, man.
Exactly. There are a couple of times though where, I'm working in the back and somebody that has that rapport because they've been coming in for years, they think that they can just come right to the back and make themselves something to drink
Yep.
or get a beer. And I'm like,
Who would do that?
step off, bitch. Like,
Right, yeah.
I don't know you like that. I know. The thing is, everyone knows me. My name is memorable.
Sure, yeah.
So everyone
You
comes
stand out in a
and they're
crowd for
like,
some reason.
I'm the polka dot. They're like,
Even to a blind man, though.
right. They're like Smoot. And as long as I get cool with you and you introduce me and don't just
Assume.
disrespect me by assuming,
Right, yeah.
then
Don't be a bunghole.
right. I'm
saying.
cool with it, but I'm not, because it's not my full-time gig. I have a very different perception. I don't ever get tired of it because I travel a lot. I get to give shifts up.
You're not there all the time. You're not
Right.
seeing the same people doing the same shit all
Right.
the time. So it's not as
You don't see a lot of broken clavicles.
Right. But even the broken
What is Jeffro? Claviculosis? Acapuz is rampant with claviculosis.
But
Crow?
even still, it does affect me a little bit because I definitely was in poos more before I started working there. And y'all, you don't ever see me on a Saturday night at Huckapoos because I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be drunk or hungover or any of those things. When I come in, I like to just be on my A game.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than already feeling bad.
Yeah, I'm of that. If I have to work the next day, I don't want to
and then
go
you
out.
walk, and then you walk in, and the first thing that happens is something like sort of negative that can set off the rest of the thing.
Yes.
I try to take the day off if I'm going to go out the night before. Like
Right.
when the national
Yeah.
championship game happened, I'm like, I need to be off tomorrow for good or bad. When the Braves won, I didn't make that choice, so I came in with leg bruises on my hips and no voice at all.
Yeah.
But you have that personality where everyone knows, vivacious, you stand out, only in the sense of you're an energetic, likable, attractive person. Like people want to be a part of that energy. So then when that translates from I'm on one side of the bar chilling and hanging out with y'all, this is one thing.
Singing songs.
Yeah.
This is one thing. When I'm on the other side, our relationship changes now because this is not the same. I'm not saying that you gotta act differently or treat me a different way, but don't think
Right.
that the way you try other people or the way we bullshit and hang out with each other on one
Don't
side
Mike
of the bar,
Henderson me.
don't try and translate that
So-
shit to while I'm working.
No.
In that aspect, so do people ask Paxton to do shots, and he's like, no. Do you get that during the day? People are like, hey, do a shot with me, do this, because you don't strike me as somebody who's going to be getting down at work like
Yeah.
some people that work there have been
Yeah.
known to get down at work. But because I don't ever see him drunk at work. I never see you drunk at work. I think
Yeah.
I've only seen you once at work. Sorry.
Right.
I'm drunk
I'm
all the
either
time at work.
I'm
You
either
just can't
Saturday
tell.
night or look. In the summer, I'll be back. In the summer,
Come
I'll be
see
back,
me.
and I'm gonna try you up real bad. I need to
Right.
do 8 shots, 4 for you, 4 for me.
No,
I'm
that
a
doesn't.
Kevin Carpenter your ass.
I made that boundary for myself as soon as I took the job. I just knew that because the other thing, guys, is Paxton knows the struggle. Is it a 1 T-shirt, a 2 T-shirt, or a 3 T-shirt day?
Let's get to it.
T-shirt gang.
I'm out here literally sweating to the point of actual dehydration.
Yes.
Like my muscles are completely cramping at night. I just physically cannot come in and be drinking all while I drink pickle juice. I bring Powerades. It's just what I have
Those
to
two
do.
things go together. Powerade and pickle juice.
You never heard of the pickle-aid cocktail?
That's
I
It sounds like a
introduced-
road race.
I introduced Paxton to the cool towels.
Went
that
on
I make
Amazon
cold.
right away and got them things.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, another thing that most people don't understand, like, I don't know if it's hyperhidrosis or whatever, but you and I, we sweat like motherfuckers. I sweat,
And-
I sweat, I sweat, I sweat. Yeah, write it down. Let's fucking go.
Let's double up. There's old fashioned kicking over
So
there.
I got to
Doing
bring like
good.
4 or 5 shirts to work. But the thing is, so
And you're behind the bar. There's the heat from the coolers.
there's people there.
You have less draft there.
Their hot ass breath.
No
all
AC
the
from the inside.
nothing.
AC.
There's no AC anywhere. But so you have this thing where people are like, so if I walk out and I'm dripping and I'm making your cocktail,
You don't
I
want to.
fe-
Do you want to splash in?
yeah, I don't want to. I don't want people to be like, "It's a sweaty ass dude handing me a cocktail right now." So I'm in the back, wiping, changing, getting in the cooler, just so there's a presentation of.
Get your tears out while you're in the cooler too.
Of course, I
I
cry.
don't even
Double
try
up.
because it's the daytime. I'm dead.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
absolutely nothing I can do to stop it. When I go and take orders at the round, table. I just apologize out front. I'm like, I'm not dying. I'm fine. I'm pretty athletic. I ride a Peloton. I'm good. Disregard what I look like.
I know you might be a doctor. I'm fine, though.
Have you ever tried? All right, so and I've worked there 11 years.
Behind
now,
the sweat
and,
talk.
And I've sweated there for 11 years. So I've tried all manner of thing. I've tried to literally work out for an hour and sweat as much as I can right before I go in.
I got one for you. Have you tried putting your shirts in the cooler? And
Yeah.
As you apply the shirt?
That shit, man, that shit lasts for 2 seconds, man.
No. The shirt that you were taking off that is now sweaty, put it in the cooler on a hanger so all that moisture gets cold. So when you put it on, you have like an ice vest.
Oh yeah, so I have, and it's still gross when you put it back on. Like once the shirt has.
I just want to see how
through-
hard your nipples can get. Sorry.
Oh, they can get hard.
I bet. and then guess what else can get hard? Vinny. He's got.
Yeah, his mic messed up. I guess that's a penance for not hitting the button on the first part of the
Yeah, if
episode.
you're seeing this and not seeing the first half, sorry, Vinny.
So being at Huckapoo's now, and especially like as we've worked together, and how fun it can be, and how it can be rewarding in a lot of ways. Because I mean, like it's my main job, and I do pretty well at it.
Wait, you're not making a living over here?
Oh, with that $187 Patreon money.
We're at 205, baby.
Boy, we coming
205.
up. Let's
We're at
fucking go.
205 now. We're getting a chair.
Write it down.
Write it down.
How is that? Especially in terms of like, you're not necessarily doing it, as the paycheck or whatever.
No.
But coming in, I sort of personally use it as a practice in psychology of understanding who I'm dealing with and who I'm talking to, which informs the way that I conduct and interact with the world at large in general. So in your other business, you work with people, but I think you get such a higher bandwidth of information because of how the volume of people that you see coming in and out, and new people. You're dealing with new and
Especially in the summer.
different
when you're just
personalities
strangers.
constantly.
Yeah.
Doesn't that help, like mentally, to understand? Like, not saying you're going to profile someone like, oh, they're a bitch or they suck or whatever right away, but has your fuck this meter? Go ahead.
This sounds like Paxton is describing all of his own internal problems. He's like he's talking to a psychologist, but he's just opening himself up.
Hasn't it gotten a little tighter now, though? Like, so especially in your other business, like you can be like, I didn't read you before you even walked in the door.
Oh, absolutely.
So now I know how to, interact and get what I need, or not or set the boundary. Just like you said earlier, when you're like, you set certain boundaries right away. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do shots with you all day. I'm hot.
Yeah.
No, you can't come back here because I don't know you like that.
Yeah.
So
No, you can't sit in my fucking bar stool behind the back. Get out.
Who gets to
What
sit?
are you
Who gets to
doing?
sit?
Thank you.
Who gets to sit in your bar stool? There's got to be somebody. Paxton's got a few of us.
Thank you for saying that.
I mean,
Come sit down. And
look.
why do you think you're going to come sit down?
Well, I'm
That's
not.
what I'm saying.
But
Do
I'm
you
not.
ever-
But I'm not
I've
coming to
never
see you.
sit.
I'm not
No.
coming to see you at work then. That's the only place I can't sit.
Maybe you can come through. Yesterday.
Because Paxton don't let me and Travis sit back there, like especially on a busy when it's like bananas nights. Like
Not
I'm
sit.
gonna stand by the door.
Yeah, you can stand by.
Yeah, look, I serve purpose back there, but like there's some nights where it's just bananas. It's like somebody has to be back there just to not be elsewhere.
Well, shout out Pat Burns. He's my door guy sometimes. He stands by the
Yeah.
door and doesn't.
yeah,
let
but he lets me
people in.
right in. That's my
I
boy.
mean- Like yesterday, I actually sat down. It was freezing. Nobody wanted to be outside. Everyone was inside. And so I finally sat down. But otherwise, it's like, no, there are some bullshit meters that have to be really high. There are people who they're used to somebody charging them $3 for the rum runner. And I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, yeah.
That has 4 alcohols in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not charging you that.
That's those those are those JT people, and God bless JT, R.I.P. But they started expecting a certain thing because they're like, oh well, he did this for me, and why aren't you doing the same thing for him? It's
Right.
Like, look, man, not disparaging this dude, but that was his relationship with you.
Right.
All right. I know that he charged normal prices to other people. You know what I mean? It all
But, yeah.
balances in some sort of way. But I'm not that dude.
Right.
You
I
ain't
don't
that
know
bitch.
you like that.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And even if I do know you like that, if you're trying to come at me with some kind of discount shit,
See, that's my thing.
Why-
If I was my friend at work, I'm patronizing you to me.
Yeah.
I patronize you and the business, and like I want to pay what I mean.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if I have 5 drinks, maybe you throw me a shot on the side. That's different than like, that's not strong enough. That's not strong enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Make it a double.
Wait, someone did it like this. I want you to do it like this. Like, oh, you mean not the particular mix? You just want more alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Kind of light ice.
Because I do special shit for people. Like they're like, I like a lot of tonic, and I'm like, yeah, I know that. So I'm gonna give you a lot of.
Like Rob, half drinks. He doesn't want to get effed
Yeah.
up.
Oh, come on,
come
man.
on,
Come on, bro. Just come with
We
us.
saw
I'm not
Join
coming to.
us.
But
The
he
water's
knows though, so
warm.
he'll come in and be like, hey,
It's
man,
effing warm.
because Rob is well liked around town. You know what I mean?
Mostly.
He'll go in and people think that giving them super strong ass drinks is like doing like someone a favor. It's honestly not.
That's how I started making my own
Especially
drinks.
not
Is
at
JT
Huckaboo's.
was like making my
Yeah.
drink one day, and I was like, "Yo, man, you want me to leave? It's 2:00." He's like,
Yeah.
"Well, you a pussy." I'm like, "I just don't. I want
Yeah.
to stay here all
Yeah.
day." And he's like, "Make your own shit." I'm like, "Then I will, because this is ridiculous. I make half drinks. I
Yeah.
don't want to get drunk,
And
and I
it's
drink
ca-
a lot of water anyways."
It's counterintuitive too to be like, oh, here's a person that I know and like. Let me just put all the alcohol in their drink
Let
right
me
at
get
the
him-
beginning.
Let me get him right out of here.
You know what I mean? And instead of being like, they'll be like, oh, I know I got hooked up. They're just like, oh, I'm drunk as hell.
Right.
I don't even know if I can ride
I've
on
had
the
2
tip
drinks.
line
It's
right now.
5:15. I have to go.
Well, these people already know it. For Smoothie Brewing Company, whenever it does open, the whole family, all my friends, they know. You're not getting anything for free because in the beginning, for 3 to 5 years,
Yeah.
until I am turning a profit, nothing is free. What free means I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
that
you
ain't
should
free.
not want me to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to support your friends' businesses.
Absolutely.
If anything, you're like, hey, how much is this? Let me
Yeah.
let me pay more for
Pay a
this.
little more for it, yeah.
Exactly.
Especially because I don't know about like the brewing industry, but restaurant, I don't care if you're successful in terms of having customers right off the jump. It's 3 to 5 years before you start turning any sort of profit.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, definitely. I mean, because like I mean, when we worked at Lily's together, Mir would come in and he would like hook us up. I'm like, no. We're coming in with our family and friends. I want my employee discount, but like, no, make them pay full price. Like, you need to make this money so in 7 years I can get some free shit. Right now,
Exactly.
I don't need some. And I come in because
Exactly.
like, here's the thing. I go in, I'm gonna get a special dish with a little bit of extra food. That's all the hookup I need
Yeah,
is
yeah.
in that little bit of love you've given to what I'm getting. Like,
Right.
you know, the drink is a little bit of love.
I'm
You know,
not coming
I'm
seeking.
like Paxton's going to give me 14 pieces of okra and celery in my drink, you know, because I wanted 0, and then I get a whole bunch.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. And in 7 years, like you said, when I'm turning a profit and when it's good, Smoots come in. Reeves come in. All the people come in. It costs very little to make a beer. You can have that. I have no problem with that. But until then, you gonna pay a hoe. Because
Yeah.
that's how it has to go.
So speaking of people that want extra, have you ever had to cut anybody off during the day shift? And was his name Blake? or Eric while we're there. Or actually, why was it Blake?
So, Culverson, I love you. He's never actually come in on my shift. I may have seen Blake like 1 or 2 times on my shift.
I've been here all day.
Really not. I don't have to cut people off. You know, I start to fill up at about 2 to between 2 and 3. It starts really humping. That's why I post a picture every time in Huckapoo's because I'm gone so much that they need to know when I'm here so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can bring their.
And you
asses
make
in with
everybody
the money.
smile in the picture, like the one yesterday. I was like, look at everybody smiling, looking nice.
Everybody except Al out here making drinks. I'm like, Al was here too.
She turns around, smile, motherfuckers. Let's go.
Even Eric, I was like, Eric, get your ass out here. Rick, get your ass out here. We're doing this. You know, and they were like, all right. You know, so
F-bomb Paxton one more time.
Hey man,
Let's
hey,
count right.
Who's keeping count?
this man
It's for
is
the government.
killing me.
It's for the
I
government.
really thought I was going to just
Speaking of
jack this meter
I tell you
up.
what, I'm gonna give you one. Let me get some of that fucking ice you've got.
Hey, you want some fucking ice, buddy?
What
There
did we
you
call
go.
it? The gravy?
The gravy.
Keeping that gravy.
So they saved their gravy and their drinks. When Vinny remade mine, I was like, you know, I want some fresh one. And you know what happened to me? My cherry gravy's gone. I didn't get no damn cherry because I dumped my gravy.
Got none.
God, Vinny took another cherry.
Oh, God.
I don't believe that for
No
a
way.
second.
Vinny, come on, dude.
Dude, y'all can't do this. I don't
That's why we're doing it.
right now.
So Vinny is saying he's potted a lot of cherries over there.
Walk over there and see
I
Wait,
got
wait,
your
wait.
mind.
You said 17 cherries, Vinny? Holy
Crazy.
shit.
That's crazy. And only 13 girls?
You know how many times he said F already, too? That's crazy, man. I'll edit those out.
Let me,
though.
come on. I'll bring you up some fuckity fuck, fuckity fuck. Boom.
You trying to catch Eric? Good
I'm trying
effing luck.
so hard.
He wasn't trying hard.
50 something, like there's not even enough time. You guys filmed this over 4 hours last time, so there's like nothing I can do to come up
It
with
felt
that.
like it was 3 days. Like I got home and I was like, Dewey, I need to cry.
It was
Guys,
like
I went
the
to
Iliad.
the store. I promise. I'm not making
It
this
was
up.
the idiot, dude.
I did work. I downloaded something, sent it to somebody, went to the IGA, went shopping, made a whole dessert. I did all of that while I was listening to this guy talk about skid marks
And
his jeans.
earlier, you're like, it's hard for me to watch things like Borat or Jackass because it like, and I feel the exact same way. If I'm watching that shit alone, I'm like, I don't like to see people crash and burn.
That's it.
I do, but after a while, you're like, this thing is still on fire. Stop kicking the dead body. Stop shaving the dead body.
So Smoothie comes up with us in my musicianship in a couple of the bands that I play. You come up and sing and bring the house down every time. So I have this question. So as many people as you're around, and you are the party vibe. You bring the fun to things. So you dance. We got rhythm. How many? Give me a percentage. White men over 30. What percentage of them have any semblance of fucking rhythm whenever they try and fucking
Drop it on you. Bring
get
it on
with you? Because
3. You don't even have to finish that question. I'm like, none. Absolutely none.
Cause Smoot got this vibe. She's like, I'm having a good time. And then all of a sudden,
Random white guy.
rando white dudes are like,
Chad.
oh hey, what's up?
And why
They-
was it Blake?
they dance like they're a fucking like a old white man at a wedding, like thumbs up.
Argyle V-neck. Oh,
Paxton's over there getting away with that
With the
because it's
Nan-
just happening so much.
with the Nantucket red shorts. Shows just a little bit too much white meat on the thigh.
Just above the
You can just-
that Nantucket short. I was listening to someone the other day. They were like, they just moved to the South, right? And they were like, here's something I didn't understand about the South. Everyone that I saw that I thought was like a Nancy, like effeminate gay boy, they're just Southern dudes in college.
Yeah,
Because
just like they're going to Easter all the time.
all the time, it's
Pastel City,
It's a
baby.
pastel polo
Oh, Lily
with very
Pulitzer.
short.
Or what's the shirt with the flap in the back?
With the
Vinny, what's the fishing shirt with the little flap in the back?
Yeah.
All those guys wear
Oh,
those.
the flat. Oh, my God.
Like, if they're to breathe when you're in the water, but you're like, you're at Huckapoos at 10:30 on a Friday night in
Don't
July.
forget the
or August.
croakies. Don't forget the croakies.
Hey, wait a minute though. Wait a minute though. They wear those shirts when they go fishing, right?
Yep.
Because I think they're moisture wicking. We
Yeah.
might be
Maybe
the
you-
stupid
yeah.
ones not wearing these PFG
But they
shirts.
also wear them at night at 12 a.m. with croakies, keeping the fucking sunglasses on.
Sunglasses on backwards. They on backwards. What you looking at over there, bro? Put them shits in the car. Or they come in like that. You're like, you came here in a car, but you brought your sunglasses inside with you?
Come on.
Come on.
With
What's that
my
guy's name? Corey? Like, we don't have to wear the sunglasses at night.
Come on, Corey Hart.
Hey, now listen. All right, so let me put it in this perspective. So I don't need a pin in my hat when I'm at home or when I'm at the grocery store. But guess what? I got a pin in my hat when I'm at
utility,
home
though.
at
It's
the gro-
utilitarian.
because I forget about it. So if you're out fishing all day, you might leave the croakies on. You just forget. But there
These
are
men
some.
smell they got out of the shower.
But but there are some dudes that are like leaving
They
these.
think that they think that they look good, like the Sperry's with no socks.
They think
the
it's they think it's like a
seersucker
they think
and-
it's like a chain. They think it's they think
They're
it's
in a
like
gang.
Yeah.
I mean, gang. They do the blood sign. that's their gang sign.
fish blood.
You know, LTX like that are people that are definitely Karens and
Karens.
Darrens. Because they are sometimes the
We were
worst.
really synced up there.
people.
We're on our
Oh,
period
shit. We're just-
together.
Yeah,
I'm
we are.
Karen
I got some cherries back. I'm ready to go.
of the week. It's the Karen of the week. Ah, shit.
Oh, shit. It's Eric Culverson, my Darren of the week. Okay? It's Eric Culverson. I'm not waiting. I'm not playing around.
Darren.
Eric Culverson's my Darren of the week. You know why you're the damn Darren, Eric.
Bro, why you gotta
If y'all don't know why, I can sit and did you do a 1 hour and 45-minute story of Eric being Darren of the week.
Oh man.
God, can't shave that away, can you?
Shave, Gillette.
I want to
could
thank
never
all of
forget.
you that messaged me and were like, "Oh, what in the hell happened there?" And I'm like, "Look, I tried. I did my best. Thank you, to those of you that stuck through it. The last half of it is actually pretty funny. It gets a little more interesting. The Paxton v. Eric kiss fight is actually hilarious.
I loved that. And I was listening to that and thinking, for me, it's not all about musicianship and songwriting ability. And I think that because
Wait, so you're on the Kiss side of this, aren't you?
well, I am, and the reason why is because
Oh, you want me to sit where you're sitting?
I
Patches that hit you?
sing. At the end of the day, I sing decently. That is not the thing that I do the best. I entertain.
And she's humble apparently because you have a great voice.
I mean, I can carry a tune, but I'm not on an Adele level. I'm not on a
You
Whitney
can
level. I'm
national
not on a
and
Celine
anthem.
level.
For
Yeah, but
goddamn sure.
that's not the point of.
But I entertain. That is what I do. And so, and I've won a lot of money on songs that the person singing it couldn't even sing. So that wasn't even what it was about. But I entertained my ass off. And so I won the trip where I won the money. So for me,
and you really won the Tybee Idol.
Oh.
Oh,
Because I beat her.
that's right. Vinny won the Tybee Idol.
Oh, I didn't hear him. He doesn't have a mic. What'd you say? What'd you say? How?
You
Vinny,
relent? You relent?
fuck off.
He
How
relents.
many
Mark
chairs?
it.
I read that book too. Shit that losers say.
He said. He
Macrame
gets up.
yourself a pair of jean shorts.
Hey, and make it where you can fit your cell phone in the
Cell phone
front pocket
not the
instead
back
of the
pocket.
back pocket, Vinny. Jeez.
Then he sneezes and his phone shoots out of his pocket.
I fucking hate y'all.
Vinny has just passed me in the F count by not being on the microphone.
Oh my
I think that was
yeah.
my favorite moment I've ever had on this podcast. Right now.
It wasn't the kiss fight because he got you so damn heated. I was over here like, I need to try to do this one time because you were like trying to control yourself and you were like, we were chain smoking cigarettes and it was
to
quite the
listen
barn
to
burner.
it, so y'all were here, and so you could see his mannerisms and see him probably turning red because he's white. And,
Very.
And for me, I was just trying to
Change
listen
shirts 3
for
times.
it, and I think that you did such a good job of remaining composed and just asking your question 3 times because he wouldn't answer it or he would say something about the 1800s
1800,
instead
yeah.
of. And I'm like, oh, I thought you did, and you did too. Like
I was
you-
more quiet than I've probably ever been for the first 10 minutes.
You guys were just trying to steer it back. Like, okay, what's your favorite venue?
We were
Like, what's
driving
your
a car
favorite
with
band
one
now?
wheel. We were driving a car with one wheel.
Yeah.
But after a while, I was like, it's time to snap now. He and Kiss is not normally triggering to me. But
That was
when,
good, though.
when a guy like Culverson, who I respect
Showed
musically,
eventually.
I didn't think he was going to say kiss. I didn't think he was going to say
neither
kiss.
did I. And I had forgotten that I'd buried Kiss deep down inside of my psyche of hate. I don't hate a lot of things. I dislike a lot of things.
But you know the best part, we're going to see Kiss Eagles, kiss.
Oh yeah.
Kiss 10 times.
You
did.
even said that you would put on the makeup. Like you were
Yeah.
dead ass about this situation.
You were like, look, the Kiss is bad, but the Eagles are,
Yeah, yeah.
are Hitler. I mean, you know.
I'd rather look like a clown than listen to the
I'm
Eagles.
going to go to an ICP
100
concert for 3 weeks.
100%.
An ICP festival.
Oh, ICP.
Oh, Juggalo
oh,
Festival.
God.
Maybe it's what you do for
No.
Halloween, Paxton. I'll be Jazzy.
Will you
J.
do my makeup for me, though?
What's the guy's name?
Ooh, that'd be awesome. But would I be white facing if I did that?
Is that a thing?
Oh,
Is it a thing?
you
guys?
should make it a thing.
Yeah, yeah. You can
Ooh,
white
I
face.
should just try it out. I should just do it and see what people say.
You're gonna need a wig. I love your hair. That is not a. That is. White people try to do that hair though, and I'm like, what are you doing over there?
Oh, by the way, you just got your hair did by our friend and coworker, Caitlin
Yes,
Boston.
Shout out to Caitlin.
Um,
Caleb also own a brown small dog with big ears.
I don't know.
I was on the phone with him today, and I was like, I haul ass with my dog, and I was past this girl, and I was like, she stopped with the dog and was like, hello, and I'm like, what up? And just kept going. I was like, please don't be Caitlin, because I got like 10 feet past her and was like, sorry, lady, I'm moving. But I was like, that could be her. It looked a lot like
Dang,
Caitlin Boston.
I don't know if she.
I
has
didn't
a
have.
pet.
I had on regular sunglasses. I couldn't see shit. White people, y'all look the
Did
same.
you have on croquis? They may have been tighter to your face if you did.
I had them on backwards and on frontwards. I had on sunglasses on both sides, so you can't catch them behind me.
A double croaky, bro. What you talking about?
And Julie was trying to get his black ass away from me. He was like, "Come on, Dad."
No, but shout out to her because
She's the shit.
she had never done, dreads before and coloring them, and so it was like a trust fall on
Yeah,
on my side.
Was that your first
hard.
time going to her?
It was my first time going. Yes.
To someone other than your normal
I'm
person?
in Atlanta. Shout out AT Aliens
Oh,
and
gotcha.
and people who do natural hair, which are black people generally.
Because
would
black,
doing my hair.
black women have like it's the person. It's the person.
Yes.
So this is my hair person.
And we'll
It's been
travel
15
all
years.
over the nation for that. But I trusted her because I knew she could do a good job coloring. She did all of the research. She asked me in the middle. There was no pretension at all in, oh, well, I know what I'm doing. No, she's like, tell me how to do this. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, that's
Love you,
because
Caitlin.
she has an actual fucking brain because
Yes.
like
She's a sharp girl, despite Paxton's impression of her every time.
what you talking about, man?
I don't know if you do a better Caitlin or a better Tipple, but I don't know.
Hey, how do you want your hair color today, baby? Hey, Paxton.
Do we know, is she from Georgia? With
Yeah,
that
yeah,
accent?
she's from a town that you can't. Cochran,
Cochran, Georgia, that's a place.
is it?
Yeah, yeah.
She's probably
it's like West
somewhere.
Georgia.
She's from west of there in a town that you've never heard of.
Between
I think
Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah, right.
Because it gets, the farther west you get in Georgia, you get over to Albany.
Oh, it's all Benny.
Albany.
Someone told me that just this past week that it's all Benny. I'm like, guys, stop
Look,
it.
look, it's Vidalia, or if you're from
Vidalia,
Vidalia,
yeah.
you say Videa. Like, that's not even how, there's no way those words,
Yeah.
letters could make that word Videa. But
So
that's
there's
what
a
it
there's a dude I was locked up with. They called him Benny, and I thought that was his name, Benny. It was because he was from Albany.
Benny, for all Benny?
And that was the first time I had heard. All right, so think about this: Cairo, Georgia.
Never heard of that place.
They call it Cairo, Georgia. That's why.
Oh, okay.
It is spelled
Like
called
the same.
Cairo.
Like
It's
Cairo
It's
syrup?
spelled like
C-A-I-R-O. It's spelled like
Egyptian Cairo, but it's spelled Cairo. They call it Cairo. There's places in Middle Georgia like that, because there's a place called Cobbtown, and they have the Cobbtown Mall. It's a convenience store. This is the only store in the town.
I
It's
know
called
someone
Cobbtown
from
Mall.
Cobbtown.
Is it Caitlin?
No, but it's another lesbian that I wrote a song about.
not a
called
lesbian, wrong
called-
Caitlin.
You just mixed up so many Caitlins, dude. You just
got your
mixed up
Caitlins
so
mixed
many
up.
Caitlins, bro. We got C Caitlins, K Caitlins. Get this shit
Caitlin Crunch.
together.
This Caitlin Crunch is not going well here. All right. So when we want Paxton to F up, it is old-fashioned time.
No,
This is
Come
our
on
third
with the
old-fashioned podcast,
F-bombs.
right?
Yes. It's
Yes.
the
Look,
newest
I go to
old
church.
fashioned.
I'm a deacon.
Actually, her name was Gabby.
I have used that excuse every time I've gotten a job where they didn't know me. I can't work on Sundays. Why? I'm a deacon at a church. I'm like, where's the church? In Cairo. far away. But I've done that lie. It's like, it works until about, they get to know me for a few weeks or months, and they're like,
You're no
I don't
church,
think you
man.
go to church. I'm like, I collect the money. Look at this.
I'm a man of God. Hey, I'm in the.
I am a man of the cloth.
I'm in the man of the cloth
We're
as
all.
well.
Wait, you're officiant too, right? We all
No
officiate?
man of God eats as much freaking pho as you do.
A Vietnamese man of God does.
Why'd you say freaking fun? Just go
I
ahead.
did. I said freaking. And I was looking at this
Faux
deacon.
Rican. Faux Rican.
I
Faux
was
Rican.
looking at this damn deacon. And
Faux
he-
Rican. Freaking deacon, baby. Hey, I'm a faux Rican, faux deacon.
I'll go back to fuckity fuck fuck.
Fuckity fuck,
fuckity
fuck, 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 fuck.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you one. I haven't had any fucking fun in 6 days, and it's going.
Oh.
itch.
Oh, you must not have been hungover very much lately.
That's the problem. Well, and today was the only day I've actually been hungover, and I was like, I can't flub before the podcast. I did it one time, and I was in here like, behind the bar, whatever we're
I
doing.
can't
care.
wait to see what.
I,
you
I
come
was
up
worse than
with.
Eric Culverson almost.
I love how you weave the words. You always come up with some
I got a
different way
little-
to use fuck.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's nice. Not a good.
He's like,
some
he's like, fuck off. Where's the last place you got fuck
I'm
from?
an idiot.
though?
Favant. Huh?
Was it Boomies?
It was. It was. Actually, it hasn't been 5 days in. What day did I take off? It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 days. Sorry. Yeah, I went on Thursday to Boomies. It seems like so long ago, though.
I'm going to Boomies with you. I've never been to Boomies.
What is your?
I haven't eaten a bowl of pho in a restaurant since in the 912 in 4 years.
Oh, so they delivered it.
No, I go pick it up and take it home with me.
Oh, okay.
See, I get off work there.
Because
they do
we
pho
had
till midnight.
pho in Atlanta.
We had fun in Atlanta at my spot, and like it was fun to eat pho with people that never had pho with me. They're like looking at me, they're like, "What do we do here?" I'm like, "Put all that crap in the bowl. Let's go."
He
Oh,
loves it.
really? They were looking
When
to you
Rachel
for.
and Kyle were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "All this goes."
They were
in
looking
there."
to you for guidance.
But because of the
Why?
peer pressure of y'all eating like regular humans and me over there, like each bite is special. I was like, I'm halfway done. I'm like, I'm just gonna smash all this up and drink it in the car on the way home.
He gets a spoon. He puts one sprig of bean
Yeah.
sprout in there.
I
one-
literally
one
every
sprig, one
the
sprig
first
of
the
cilantro.
first 10 bites are fucking holy. It's got to be the best. Cause shout out to Fud Alloy too. That is the spot. That is the best pho I've consistently had in all of America. My first favorite spot, Washington D.C. closed down. One of my friends went there. They said it closed.
How
down.
many times are you in Washington D.C. any damn way?
Dude,
Direct flights, man. Direct flights, and everything's free up there. The nation's capital.
what the
Except for the
fuck
frickin'
is
Savin
wrong
zip.
with your love of soup? I don't give a fuck about soup. Fuckity fuck fuck.
Well, so well,
It's cold here so often. I need
what
to-
is your go-to? Like feeling bad?
All right, what's your death row? What's your death row?
No,
Death
no,
row.
no, no, no.
Not that far?
See, you're being too broad, just like you
Why
were
did-
last
why
week with
was I just
Culverson.
dead
Death Row's
man
not
walking?
Brian's one meal. You
Is
get one
Susan
meal.
Sarandon here? Why am I on death row all of a sudden?
Hey.
Is she helping me?
You can kiss my eagly ass, okay?
What is your go-to when you feel bad from drinking the night
Oh,
before?
okay.
What's the first thing that you eat or that you think about eating?
Liquid IV. Sponsor
It's
us.
gonna be Mexican. Guys, I like meat and cheese, fucking flour
Texas left the
tortillas.
room.
Let her get some salsa.
Let's
I
go.
mean, come on.
So you're
A soup
you're also
is
Mexican?
not
I
it
am-
for me.
The very first thing I think about, I'm like, I feel like shit. I maybe should feel like more shit. Mexican.
Fajita.
You mean you should feel like shitting?
Let's go.
I feel like shitting.
Chorizo dip,
Oh yeah,
Oh
that,
my
that's the fire.
God.
flautas,
Queso fundido. Oh.
flautas, 2 beef, 2 chicken. I'm sorry, pollo.
Do you do you corn or flour?
Corn for the flautas,
Oh, and flour for the beef and pollo.
flour for the flour for anything besides
Anything,
yeah.
anything from the land?
Anything besides the flautas, because you don't want to fry a flour tortilla, and the flautas are fried.
You kind of do sometimes when you
What
make
do
the right kind of Mexican. The juice in the carnitas, dip it in there, drop it in the pan real quick. Flour tortilla in the carnitas juice. Drop it in the pan. Drop it in the pan. Turn it over. Put it in the middle of the soft one. Now you've got what they call at Taco Bell a chalupa.
I'm staring off into the distance like, shout out to Agave for the chiles verdes. Oh my God.
Y'all don't
it's
know,
so
Smoot
good.
is bi, maybe almost trilingual. She speaks Hood, Spanish, and white.
Yeah, and guys, it's hard. It's hard out here for a pimp. I'm out of Memphis and then Houston and then Atlanta. My food palate is on another level. So most things piss me off a lot.
What's your
Yeah,
barbecue? You're from Tennessee. What's your all the barbecue things, the big ones? What's your
growing
barbecue
up
dish?
in Memphis, it was a pulled pork sandwich. That's the only way we ate it. Didn't never touch brisket ever. Then I moved to Houston, and now brisket has taken over my life. So that's what I eat. That's what I'm making for Super Bowl.
There's no good brisket here, though.
No, and therefore I've never eaten
I've-
barbecue here ever. If y'all can tell me a
Well-
place, I'll go.
Yes, Bull Street.
It's my address, my house. I have smoked some fire ass briskets. I've been selling them.
The
Finally,
thing about barbecue here in Savannah, there's no place that's a brick and mortar that is good.
Angels was the.
You
Angels
got to
was the
roll
jam.
down fucking Bulls. Write it down.
Oh yeah, no on Wheaton.
You
Wheaton
got to
Street.
roll down Wheaton. If there's
Yeah,
a
Wheaton.
pop-up tent and a busted ass pickup truck,
And there's 17 smokers. There's a long line.
there's a smoker with 3 black dudes out there smoking cigarettes.
Legit.
There's 2 white guys in line. It's me and Paxton and nobody else.
That's where you get your.
Yeah,
that's where you
on
get your
Wheaton
barbecue.
Street, right
from.
past the turnover to Liberty. That's
What
the
about
fire.
what about
Angels
like?
was good though. Remember Angels? They used to be in the alley.
I didn't
Angels?
fudge with Angels because
Oh man, he had different sauces and stuff. He was like a big like bike riding
I
redneck
don't care
dude.
about no damn sauce, man.
He said
Nah,
he didn't
man.
fudge with
I like-
angels.
see, I'm a sauce
He tried
guy.
to hold it down.
I'm a sauce guy. I'm a sauce guy.
Kind of like when you walk in a Chinese restaurant and there's a little kid working the register and you know it's going to be real good.
That's the best place.
Ooh,
Look,
come
when I walk into a pho restaurant,
Yes.
if I see more whites than non-whites, I'm like, I'm in the wrong spot. I gotta go. Let me get the pho
But if
outta
there's
here.
a young Asian kid doing his homework
Yeah,
while he's
yeah.
ringing
and
up
there's
your
an old
order,
guy with one birthmark with a hair this long coming out of it, I'm like, this is the spot for dumplings.
That's different for barbecue because a lot of times the
barbecue
best
could be anybody.
barbecue is
Could
in
be
the
black,
hood.
white.
If white people are standing in that line, that shit
Yeah.
is legit.
Yeah,
because
and they're doing this. They're looking around like this. They're like,
yes.
no, that's what I'm saying.
they're holding their purse.
If the barbecue spot looks like the old bootleg shops where they used to sell CDs out of the back of their trunk,
Yeah.
They're actually selling them in the same parking lot.
the skate
There's-
rink, at
You
the
can buy
skate
some
rink.
some
Oh,
Nikes.
if the barbecue place looks like that, it's just a pop-up tent and some dudes
Yes.
standing out there with a smoker. That's where you know the good
Oh
shit
yeah,
is.
yeah, that's good stuff.
But then, so you got
So what's
like,
your barbecue dish though? I didn't get yours.
Yeah.
So
I'm a pulled pork guy.
poor guy.
I love brisket,
Okay.
But
But
I don't-
brisket's the most finicky of all of them, I think.
but
though.
I don't love
Not cooked
Savannah brisket because there's no brisket here.
Exactly.
That's
I've already told you. I
that's
make
good
brisket,
enough.
But that's
I'm
fine.
coming
That's fine.
through.
That's fine. I'll do
I
that.
don't, I don't trust you.
I smoke it. You don't trust me?
I'm about to jump on the master
this.
class, and my man, that's the pit master at Franklin's, does a master class on brisket.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
the one I'm gonna take.
Aaron
to make
Franklin.
It for,
Yeah.
To make it for Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you don't have his equipment though.
I mean, I
I
got
got
a
some
smoker
of
in
that.
this.
Between
bitch.
us, we can take care of that.
Me and Clint got this.
You know he burns post oak, which is only found in Central Texas.
Please believe I know that. I
Oh,
got
so
people.
okay,
X.
so okay, so you know that, but so are you going to source this post oak from Central Texas? Are you going to build those giant smokers that he has? Are you going to control them.
God, I hate him.
It's getting all kissy on you.
For over 4
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, how's it going?
I'm about to switch back to Culverson, back to the 1880s.
I'm going to shave this up right.
So, favorite Southern food though. So we all came up in the South.
Fuzz from
and
South Vietnam, does that count?
So
Sorry, I didn't mean to
my
fuzz.
mother, stepmother, and grandmother cooked super Southern food, but it was different than what you get in like restaurants necessarily. Like there's greens, everyone cooks them pretty well.
Do you want
for the most
protein
part.
or like anything?
No, I'm just saying, Southern food in particular. The best place that I'd ever been that was, outside of my mother or grandmother or
Or my mother.
stepmother's house, it was a buffet. It was called Larry's or some shit, whatever, Cedric's, whatever. It was connected to the Ramada Hotel in downtown Brunswick, Georgia. One room. Their buffet had 8 items. That was it ain't no fucking Golden Corral. Motherfucking fuck.
All right, Eric, you've finally gotten defeated.
It had 8 items. It had 2 proteins. It had
Best food.
baked chicken and ribs. It had fried chicken and oxtails. It had those were the proteins.
Right, all right.
And then you had 6 sides. That was
All
it,
right, so you
motherfucker.
got greens, black-eyed peas,
Greens,
macaroni
black eyed
cheese,
peas,
Macaroni
green
and
beans,
cheese, player.
macaroni and cheese,
cornbread, the kind of
Black
stuff.
eyed peas, God,
cornbread or biscuits, whichever one you wanted.
I'm more
Who
cornbread
cooking?
biscuit.
Who cooking after this?
See, here's the thing. So
We're going to the quarter after this,
so
but
what-
we're not getting wings.
Oh, goddamn, no, we're not getting wings. Better hit the camera.
$7.99 for the wing.
You're swinging at that thing.
you
I
know I
stopped at a
swing
place
it
on the way
big.
back from Athens that it was a random place. I was looking up, Charlotte was driving, I was like, good food. I was like, we're going to take a 10-minute detour to this place. As Vinny told me, I like to take detours. I like to take detours sometimes. And so I went to this place that was recommended. I walked in and was like, oh, this is the spot. There was old black men in there, fat white ladies. And I was
Ooh,
like,
yes.
and I sat down and was like, I want this, this, and this. She's like, oh, well, son, I got a little bit of this left. I'm like, chicken and dumplings. I got them. I went back to get more. I texted my homeboy Rob. Shouted Rob. Rob was like, bring some of those home. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm eating the rest of these. I got them in a to-go cup, put them in the car, rode home, was like, just sipping chicken and dumplings. It is but the most fire Southern spots you find in the most
Yes.
random places.
Yes, absolutely.
You would think
Close
Savannah
on
would
that.
hit that, but some of theirs are not so.
I wonder if I've been to the same place you've been to in Athens, because I have so many girlfriends that went to Georgia and they took me to a place and it was exactly like that. And yeah, it's always.
No,
off
this
the
wasn't like
beaten
this wasn't
path.
like Douglas. We were on the way back.
Oh, okay.
We were using Charlotte's GPS for whatever reason, and just let it die.
Right.
When it's dead, let it die, bro.
Listen,
I got something to say.
I'm
It's the
getting-
Eric Culverson podcast.
listen,
is over here.
I'm getting real,
For those of you who can't see it, Paxton is over here doing surgery.
doing things.
Okay, they're great. It's great.
Well, I'm getting real black with Southern shit over here. Okay.
All right, so y'all didn't ask me.
right.
Y'all didn't ask me.
So,
Chicken and
we don't
dumplings.
care about
but
your
it's
Chicken and
gonna be
dumplings.
a meal for me. It ain't just gonna be one.
See, I'm
thing.
with you. I don't want just one. Chicken and
It's
dumplings is
gotta
always
be a
standalone.
meal. And
I
I'm
like
gonna tell
greens,
you.
peas, macaroni and cheese.
Cornbread for
favorite,
sure.
But it's been pushed to the back of my life. My mom always made macaroni and cheese, so it's been pushed to the back.
You ain't had
Because
Hattie
you came to
Pearl
my house
shit.
one year for Christmas and brought the macaroni and cheese heat to the house, and I was like, Charlotte, we gotta augment my mom's recipe to make it more like Paxton's.
But
Paxton
just
was like,
but just
Paxton-
don't tell mom
yeah,
about
don't tell mom. He just brought Paxton was like, how about 4 cheeses? And my mom was like, Mom, how about 4 cheeses?
True.
And
I
so-
added
so
Gouda
over the
in
next,
my grandma's.
over the
and
next
she was
5
like,
years, we would just add a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I was like, I'm just gonna slide in this Paxton cheese right here. It'll be
I need
good.
to know what you're doing to this cheese, Shouty.
Oh well, so
This is all topic discussion, I think.
no,
You want
not off
to
topic.
We were talking
publicly
about
cheese?
Southern dishes. Like, let a hoe know.
I'm not gonna tell everything about it, but
Okay.
the secret is
From behind the Dixie cast.
the secret is the bechamel. You know, most people they just throw an egg in there like it's gonna emulsify and it's gonna make everything come together.
He is
Nah,
correct. He is correct. You gotta spread the sauce.
You bechamel first.
Jesus.
Then you ever heard of Alfredo
hard
sauce? You I'm trying to keep it cold. I'm trying to keep it cold as fucking here because I know that Smoothie and I sweat.
I'm on the back end of this fan. I'm shoes off. My sock's about to come off.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I got way too excited about the bechamel. These things
Wait,
are already
she
crazy.
goes. Did you just say bechamel?
Bechamel?
Did you just say bechamel? I want to add on to your story about coming back from a place and you're like, let me search for a good spot. So
way to go.
Allie and I were coming back from Athens, Georgia.
At an Humphreys McGee concert.
That's what. Yeah, we went to a Humphreys concert. That's
How did I
crazy.
guess
How
that?
crazy is that? So we're coming back, and it was after we went and saw the Georgia Guidestones, which I made a video about Paxton Eugene on YouTube.
You can find our videos also
Also, find these videos now that we're back on
from
YouTube
behind
again.
behind the southern cast.
So I was like, I want to get barbecue. She was like, let me find like the most, rando place that's on.
You want the
our-
reviews that like the English is not good? Like I work for pho restaurants. I want
Well,
bad English, but I want like country English for those.
We were
places.
just literally looking for any
Y'all,
place that was open.
It's awesome.
Just any place that was open. She was like, oh, there's this place called Daryl's Backyard.
I'm into
something,
Daryl.
whatever. Yeah.
I'm into Daryl already. I like Daryl already.
So we go.
It's a good barbecue name.
I mean, there's nothing else around it except farms and
Oh, this already sounds
shotguns.
Oh,
You know
God,
what I mean?
yes.
So we get there. We walk in.
Don't go alone,
They go.
Smoot.
They go. Here's the Sunday menu, which meant this is what you get when
Oh, yeah.
you order, right? Like, you get
Tell
pulled
me.
pork, you get Brunswick stew, you get
Green-
coleslaw,
green
you
beans?
get.
Green beans.
There was no green beans on that day. They probably had them on Saturday.
ran out.
Whatever.
Right.
Is it
Brunswick
crossed off?
stew-
When it's crossed off, you're like, damn, that was the
No,
fire.
no, no.
That's interesting.
They had a Sunday menu. Like, this is what
Well,
we
you get
have
one
on.
where something's crossed off. You're like, that's the fire thing I missed. Because you're there like 4:30. And you're
They
like,
don't need to
the
cross.
church crowd got
They
it.
don't need to cross shit off because they're like, we're not cooking green beans on Sunday. Those are Saturday green
Was
beans.
there a bread and or a roll?
Yes,
Okay.
it was cornbread. And if you would like a biscuit, we'll give it
Are
to
you bread, biscuit, or roll?
I will double biscuit a bitch.
Biscuit, bread, or roll?
I am
cornbread.
biscuit, cornbread. Never. I don't fuck with rolls.
P.S.
That too?
I am a cornbread, but if you getting on
Cornbread.
my Nana Maddie's yeast sugar rolls, you eating them hoes.
oh,
I
yeast
make
rolls?
them
I
from
gotta
scratch.
get
If they're there, I'm eating them fine, whatever. But if I have
But
a
cornbread,
choice,
I'm cornbread all the way.
cornbread.
I'm cornbread,
cornbread
or
and corn-fed, okay? Cornbread, corn-fed.
Me too.
Yeah, then if you're
rolls are
cornbread,
all the way.
corn-fed.
Rolls
Vinny is
are
going
Rolls
on
in the back,
record as
all the way
cornbread.
back.
So
They're in the back.
they
You
bring
can't
it.
tell though.
They bring us out our meal.
All the bread.
We're sitting there. It's literally a double wide trailer.
Oh hell yes! This sounds better.
I
It,
lo-
it sounds
When are we
poor.
going?
I loved it so much. So we eat our meal. There's not a lot of people there right at that because we.
Wait, did
kinda-
Allie just eat all bread though?
No,
As she does.
she was crushing that Brunswick stew. So
Oh, Brunswick stew
we
has
get
gotta
done
be-
with our meal. There's not a lot of people there. They bring us the check. I go to hand them my debit card. They're like, "Oh, honey, I'm sorry, we don't take debit or cards or whatever." I was like, "Oh shit, okay." So I looked in my wallet, and our whole meal between the both of us was, I don't know, $22 or
Oh
something
my
like that.
God, yes.
She and I together had $14 in cash. And I was like, all we have is $14 in cash. Like, I can go find an ATM really quick and, bring you back some more cash. She was like, no, honey, you know what? Just give us the $14. Y'all take that meal and just, next time y'all see someone, buy them something to eat.
Oh.
God.
I was
damn.
like, are you kidding?
Food legit and
to
people
pay
legit.
it forward. Let's say they haven't been in Charlotte on that place
Oh, my
on the way back
God.
from Athens. Like I went back to get more chicken dumplings. She's like, "Oh, honey, we don't close the register. You can just have the rest of this." And I'm like, "I'll come back. I'll come back. I tagged you." Speaking of coming back, we're gonna have to come back to the three of us doing this again because this has been just
Hey,
phenomenal. Thank God, because last week was such a
It was
streak.
amazing.
It's such a streak, an odd streak, a brown streak if you'll call it. Yeah, we're digging near the end of things up here.
Good, we're over
We're
now.
not even
so what?
touching. We're not even scratching
hadn't
what
even
y'all
got-
did last week.
So let's get it going next Monday then, for sure.
Yeah,
if you're
we'll move on.
available.
Yeah, and I'll do the
Around, baby.
chef thing for the first 30 minutes, and we're just gonna have you react to me talking about this douchebag named Scott. We'll keep going from there later, but yes.
Next week,
Steak
I'm gonna bring
chefs.
us some
Please.
dinner that I homemade.
All right, give us
as
the
well.
F count.
All right, we
Vinny.
need to F count this thing up. Actually, we can bring the F count into the camera
I'm
feed.
definitely got to be the lowest. Wait, I'm not the lowest because
I'll do it as the person who did not F the most. I will definitely bring it up. Look,
You could have said fuck right then, and you still would have.
All right.
He was
Got me?
playing us.
You got me here? Yeah, so we got Paxton with 5, 10, 15, 23. Clint with 5, Vinny with 3, but like 22 off mic. Smoot, 5, 10, 15, 22. Paxton got you by 1 mother champion.
Fucking fuck.
Hey, we love y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.